What is happening, everyone? We are live for the 67th episode of the XBL Party Podcast UK. My name is Ash, aka Ima Ghostbuster. I'm here with my panel, including the hoofiest, PlayStation-loving, Marvel-snapping...
All right.
Flying DeLorean driving, tennis minigame lying, BMG. How's it going, good sir?
Valamugulis.
And I am also joined by the American Sniper, the TikTok loving man of a million casino games, Sergeant Sentinel. How's it going, mate?
Good. Okay, so I do reviews for 2 casino games, and now I'm a million casino game type of guy, huh?
That's it. That's it.
Oh, Jesus.
But before we jump into the episode, quick shout out to everyone in chat already. We got Thimber, we got Meisuko, we got UK Daz, we got Muppet, I believe. Thank you guys for jumping in early. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, share this shit out onto the social medias like you always do. You guys are always fantastic, but it really helps us out and helps us get the YouTube algorithm gods praise. I don't know how it works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but here we are. And this is our last XBL Party Podcast UK episode, and the last week for podcasts for at least a month, because we're having our summer break. We'll still be here doing content. I'm still doing reviews, tier lists. We're still going to be doing some little gaming live streams and stuff, but we're not going to be doing the podcasts for a few weeks. Now, let's jump in. What you guys been playing? BMG, what have you been playing?
Nothing.
The excitement of your week.
No, my usual daily dose of Marvel Snap, as always. But the only other thing I've been playing, I've dived into the DLC expansions for Spider-Man 2018. I don't want to replay the story again. I replayed the story about a year and a half ago, so I don't want to jump back into old ground again. But I've never done any of the expansions, which came part as the remastered version I got for the PS5. So, yeah, so I am playing that. And that, to be honest, that's about it, because I didn't get invited to Sea of Thieves because nobody wants to play with me. So
No, you got invited. You were just busy.
By myself.
Soz, mate. We just couldn't be asked to wait. We had to day one that shit. We out here.
Let's get on a Monkey Island, whatever it's called.
You're just jealous. You're just jealous. What about you then, Sentinel? What you've been playing? Don't talk about your casino games. We don't care.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. God, I've been playing so many review games. It's crazy. But, I guess Grand Theft Auto 4. I keep going back to that. But again, that's for content. I keep making TikTok videos out of the GTA. So, just to chill and relax, damn, I don't even know. It's been busy, though.
Yourself. You're the Grand Theft Auto 4 guy now. That's it.
Yeah, no, I don't mind, though. It's a good game. Though. Yeah, I'm still trying to get Thimber to play it. He says he doesn't want to play it. He says it sucks. So I'm still trying to get Thimber to play it.
It's okay. I picked it up recently in sale. It's okay. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've actually been the opposite. I've actually been playing quite a lot for fun this past week.
Hang on. Right, everybody just prepare, because as soon as Ash starts talking,
it's going to
cut out.
So, let's go. I have been playing, obviously, played Sea of Thieves with Fabio and Slayer. We did the Monkey Island first DLC. We'll be doing some more of it when it comes out. It's coming out monthly. We'll talk about Sea of Thieves as well in a bit, because that's been delayed. Now, I've also played some Crash Team Rumble. I jumped on with Fabio last night, and there was today ended like a week-long event where they added a new map, and you could unlock skins and stuff like that by doing finding fish in the maps. And I grinded that bad boy out to 1 in the morning this morning to get all of the stuff from that. And then I've just jumped on before everyone jumped into the chat, like before we started the show, just to have a quick game. They've got a weekend event on for like, and it's based on killing people. Every time you kill someone, you get XP and stuff. In one game, I finished the whole weekend event because I just absolutely wrecked in it. I think one of the people was a bot because I just kept wrecking them over and over again, but I got like 20 odd kills in one game. So I'm happy. I don't have to play that now for the rest of the weekend, but I was enjoying what I played. We also jumped on and played a bit of Cameo, Elements of Power co-op yesterday, which was awkward as hell to get sorted. But it was fun to play, and I've played a few other games, and I've talked about them on the PlayStation podcast, the auto shooter game, and the sort of like actiony RPG platformer Effie. I've got some gameplay footage I'll be playing on the show very, very soon. Now, let's quickly get through some housekeeping before we jump into the actual show. So big shout out to our channel members. We got Muppet, we got Thimber, we got UK Dazarus, we got Slayer Exclusive Gaming, we got Darren, we got Matt Kelly, we got Shadowmall, we got Back from the Dead 1, Paul AFC, BMG, Stubbs Gaming, Wandering Dutch, Sergeant Sentinel Gaming, Meisuko, and Donny from Pure Dead Gaming. So big thank you to all you guys for being paid members to the channel. If you're listening to this on Spotify or you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, you can become a channel member on YouTube for 99p a month. Just click that join button. You get access to a whole host of emotes. You can get access to a whole host of members-only videos and more. So it's 99p, and it really helps support the channel.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
That's it. That's it. And I've got some more members videos. There'll be 2 going up this weekend because I didn't do one last week just because of life. So there'll be 2 going up this weekend as well. Now, also shout out to today's sponsor. It is again Digicon Events, who are a anime and pop culture event organizer. They're organizing their next event, Out of This World, with Sheffield City Council on Sunday, October 22nd, 2023. It's a free city centre wide event. It's got like video gaming, like retro gaming setups. It's got like photo opportunities with like movie displays like the cupboard under the stairs from Harry Potter, the TARDIS, Transformer vehicles. There's an Optimus Prime walking around and stuff like that, cosplayers and stuff. There's funfair rides, stalls, all sorts of cool stuff. Absolutely free entry. So just come down and join the tens of thousands of people that'll be there on Sunday, 22nd of October. Now, let's jump into some topics then, shall we, guys? Because it's not been super busy, but there's been a fair few things, so let's just get them up in front of me. Bear with me 2 secs. It's been a long week, this. It's been a proper long week. I don't care. No. It's been a really, 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 really long week, and I'm glad it's almost over. Now, for anyone wondering why the hell we have got Sexy Squidward as our thumbnail for the show, it's because one of the greatest fighting games of all time, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, has had a sequel announced literally about an hour before we made the thumbnail, and Squidward is now a playable character. Now, this is coming out later this year, coming out to Series X and S and Xbox One, as well as, I'm assuming, PC, Switch, PlayStation. It's made by the same publisher, Game Mill Entertainment, and it's basically more of the same that the predecessor had. It also includes a new story mode, new stages, additional mini games, improved graphics, full voice acting from like the voice cast of all of the playable characters, new characters including Squidward and Jimmy Neutron, new powers, and also full cross-play support. So if you want like a Super Smash Brothers like game, but set in Nickelodeon, so you've got like SpongeBob fighting Ninja Turtles, fighting CatDog, then check this game out. I got the first game. I really enjoyed it. It's a fun little game. It's not up there on like Smash Bros level of quality, but you can have a fair bit of fun out of it. So I'm looking forward to the sequel that improves on a lot of things. I'm just checking out chat. Sentinel says GTA 5 driving is shit compared to GTA 4, even though GTA 4 has some of the worst driving in the franchise.
That is completely ridiculous.
It's the worst game of the franchise.
Yeah, 4 is like the sad
No,
GTA.
definitely
It's
not.
like rags to rags, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah, I remember us talking about that.
It's so
that was on the PSN Party podcast that we talked about, wasn't it? Where you just can't make any money no matter how hard you try.
yeah, that's literally.
No,
Although,
you know what though?
didn't GTA 4 have Ricky Gervais in it as one of the
Yeah, and Cat Williams.
Comedy Club.
That gives it a little bit of a boost.
Yeah. It was funny though. I actually enjoyed it because like sometimes you go to those stupid shows and you want to skip them, but Ricky Gervais and Cat Williams were both their comedy segments for GTA 4 were so funny. I was like, oh my god, it was enjoyable. It was enjoyable, which was nice, you know.
And also, fun fact for Muppet, because he knows about Cat Dog. Cat is voiced by Winnie the Pooh, and Dog is voiced by SpongeBob SquarePants. Fun fact for you all there. Just because you all wanted to know who the voice actors were for Cat Dog.
Nice.
All right then. What's the name of the actors then that actually do it? Not
Tom Kenny
not the
and
more
Jim
characters
Cummins.
they play. There we go.
Tom Kenny voices SpongeBob SquarePants. Jim Cummins, voice of pretty much everyone. Tigger, Winnie the Pooh, Taz. He was is it Razul in Aladdin? He was Pete in Goofy. He's Ed the hyena, the stupid one. He was Duckwing or Darkwing, was it? The duck. He's Ray, the firefly in Princess and the Frog. Oh, Jim Cummins is a Disney legend and once asked me to buy him weed. So always good. Fun facts for you all there. Long story.
Scandal.
Probably not going to talk about it on here. But... Anyway, get that game. Xbox news. I haven't got this yet, but apparently it's coming. It's coming out now. It's been rolled out. The new Xbox Home dashboard, where they've made all of the UI squares really small so you can see your background is rolling out. Now, have any of you guys got it, Sentinel or BMG? Have you got this new background yet?
No, unfortunately not. My wife does on her Series S. I do not on my Series X. And I was like, what the fuck? I was so pissed.
Yeah, I've not got it on the Series X yet, but apparently I was reading something today. Some people are actually having to, go into your console, restart your console, and it will push the update. So try that later. Restart your console and see if you can see more of the background.
I'll have to have a look. Because, like I say, I just haven't had it yet, and I'm not that bothered. I think, shoot me, the current background is fine. The UI's been fine since this is the one thing I'll never understand, right? The 360 had the best UI. Then they went to a not as good Xbox 360 UI, but still quite good. And then the Xbox One was built for Kinect, but it just works, and I don't care. I would much rather have the Xbox UI over the PlayStation UI. I cannot stand PlayStation's UI. It looks pretty, but it's just not practical and I love having the groups and everything on my Xbox.
Yeah, but it's to be honest, I don't. The only time I spend on the UI is if I'm going on the Game Pass app or the store. Other than that, I mean, I'm just click a game, play. I'd rather have the tiles bigger so I can just click what I want. And I'm not just sitting there staring at it and thinking, "Oh, this is pretty. I can see more of the background now." Oh, who cares? Improve the games. Make the games better. Sod the UI. Just make the games better. Optimize them better.
Yeah,
How about that?
I would rather they took all of their effort off of the UI and put it onto something more important. Like all you people moaning about UIs and stuff. Like when people moaned it wasn't 4K. Who the fuck cares? The games are 4K. That's all I want. I have no care.
Right.
The only people doing that are the ones that are sat on Twitter complaining all the time. That's all it is.
X.
I'd rather they brought more No, it's not X. It's artist
like-
formerly known as Twitter.
Like to send out them zeets, baby.
I love to upload my videos onto X videos now.
I'm
But-
going to zeet you all.
Why didn't
I
they just name it Z? If it was going to be Zeets, why didn't they just name it Z instead of X? Because then everyone
he's
gets
got
confused.
some weird fetish with the letter X,
And it's the way you pronounce it when there's EET in it.
which makes no
It's
sense.
it's an English thing. It's an English thing. You Americans wouldn't understand.
Yeah, probably not.
But didn't he? Isn't like his kids got like weird names? Isn't one of his kids called X?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he's a weird guy, so that kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, he looks like
Yeah.
he's like being too close to a candle and his face is melted.
Yeah, that's his robot skin. It's wearing out now. So he's like that little alien at the beginning of Men in Black. Do you know the prince?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what Elon Musk is. He's a little alien inside a robot body.
But
That's the only
speaking of
explanation.
aliens, they had that public hearing. Was it yesterday, day before, where they've now said they do have a UFO. They do have non-humanoid
Yet
bodies.
no
and
proof
they
was
know
shown. No pictures, no footage, no scrap metal of it. It's just some random whistleblower saying, yes, they've definitely got them. Like, I'm not saying there isn't life out there,
But they need to show it.
yeah, and Twitter was just a blaze of people with the tinfoil hats on yesterday. It were great. I saw some people that have been on this channel arguing with other people that have been on this channel about
Yeah.
if UFOs exist, and I was sat there like that Big E meme, eating the popcorn, laughing, because like, hey, I believe aliens could exist. I think you've got to have that perfect world to have them be like us. There must be some form of life out there, even if it's like a slug or something. But
Yeah.
to say they're all little green men with little spaceships, like, I don't know. I just feel like if it was super true, they would have more than just I'm telling you it's true. There'd be some sort of real proof.
I hope they look like something from the Alien films. That'd be cool.
No, I hope they look like ET
Minimal.
just because it'd be weird.
Yeah, every alien's a dwarf.
Yeah. Oh,
Voiced by Peter Dinklage.
what? So half-assed. Hello,
Oh.
I'm an alien.
Wow.
I like to shoot people. I'm Peter Dinklage.
You know,
I
he
got
actually-
paid way too much money for
Oh.
this gig.
I didn't think he did a bad job in Destiny. I thought he did okay.
Yeah, when they dubbed him out.
Yeah, with Nolan North, I think, right?
Alfie, do you mean Alf?
Yeah, it has to be Alf.
Alf. It's more of an American thing. We didn't really get it over here in the UK.
Yeah, Alf always trying to eat the cat, I remember.
We did have Alf. 90s.
Well, I wasn't that. I were only a tyke then. I weren't like 50
On a
like
Sun-
you were then.
it was on a Sunday because I can't remember if it was before or after Mork and Mindy.
Well, that's exactly before my
Nano.
time.
Nanu. The best TV show Robin Williams has ever done.
It's the only it's the only TV show he's ever done, isn't it?
Exactly, it's the best.
He was in Friends. He was in one episode of Friends.
Oh, for about 5 minutes. Yeah.
I'll still forever be disappointed that Disney messed it up, and he was going to be in the Aladdin TV show, and then they replaced him because they didn't want to pay him, and then we got a Genie sounding like Homer Simpson because it's the same guy. And I'll never.
Yeah, it was weird.
He's just like, "Don't, I'm the Genie." Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't sound anything like Robin Williams. He doesn't have that like the charisma of Robin Williams.
Well, they used him. They used the guy that voices Homer Simpson. They used him in the second Aladdin movie, Return to Fat. He didn't.
Yeah, and
Robin Williams didn't come back to the third.
He also recorded the full third film, and then the new head of Disney patched everything up, and they scrapped it all and brought Robin Williams back for the third. Thank God. Although unfortunately, his family have got like a clause saying they can't use all his unused recordings to do for any other purpose and stuff.
Yeah, well, he didn't want it as well, did he? He actually expressed that whenever he does, do the Mortal Coil shuffle, that he wouldn't want his voice or likenesses or anything like that used in anything. But yeah, rest in peace.
I know what a sad waste of a talent. He's been in some great films. Oh, he's been in some
Old
shit
Dogs.
as well.
Old Dogs was good with
can't
John
remember which
Travolta.
Oh yeah, Old Dogs. Yeah. I also liked him in 1 Hour Photo. What a film!
Oh, yeah. He's because he
Where
was
he's the
always known for
creepy
comedy
Seth.
stuff, and then it's
Yeah.
like
That was a
thriller.
unique film. That was a unique film.
It just annoys me that he gets the Evangelion figures wrong. That's the only thing that's wrong with that film. He calls the bad guy like the hero of the figures, and I'm like, you're wrong, mate. But he's been in some shit though as well. Let's not pretend that he didn't do Popeye and he didn't do RV. Is it RV?
You didn't like Popeye?
Oh, I've watched it. I'll watch all of his stuff, but he's been in a lot of turd as well.
Yeah, well, I don't.
He gave us Jumanji, so
I don't think there's an actor out there that has not been in a shit movie.
Nicholas
There's
Cage.
just not.
Nicholas who?
90% of his movies are shit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but the difference with Nicolas Cage is you go in expecting it to be shit. So you don't mind it because you know it's going to be shit. And then when it's not shit and it's like a masterpiece, you're like, wow. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. My favourite film was always Face Off. Nicolas Cage, John Travolta in Face Off. That's one of my favourite. But did you watch that,
pretty good.
That Massive Talent one?
Yes, I love that film.
That was really good. It's
So
hilarious. Oh, yeah. Where he ends up, he puts that stuff on and he touches his lip and he's like dying trying to drag himself across the floor.
Do you know what? They've actually announced Face Off 2 is happening, you know.
What?
Yeah, they've announced they're making a sequel to it.
Well, it can't be Nicolas Cage because he died.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, they've announced a sequel. I don't know how.
Well, they didn't really kill him though. I mean, he presumably died, but they did. They
died. You saw him die at the end.
No, how did he die?
He got the spear right through his midsection, and he's there singing that stupid song, and then blood drips out, and then he drops dead.
There are people in real life that have sustained a hell of a lot more than that, and they're walking around still. So
Pedro Pascal wants to be in it as well, so I'm all up for that.
But I'm sorry to tell you, Sentinel, and this might be a shock, but movies aren't real. They're not real life. There isn't a guy running around at night time wearing a black leather suit with pointy ears and a cape defending a city. It's not real.
I mean, depends on where you live, I guess.
Oh, well, yeah, true.
You know, I'm sure there is some guy running around at like 3 a.m. doing that crazy shit. He might not be defending anyone. He might just be pissing in people's flower beds, but who fucking knows?
No, but it was a documentary, and I think it was about 7 or 8 years ago. And it's obviously clearly it's always America because Americans are different from the rest of the world. But there's actually like local towns and cities where people go out dressed as superheroes defending the cities at night time. That's just hilarious.
I think that's what you do. Do you know when you're telling us you're at work and your stuff? It's because you're trying. Right. Well, that's why you were late today because you were trying to get out your spandex outfit and stuff.
I'm Spatula Man.
He's the superhero bald man. See.
Yep. Q-tip. He'll erase crime with his head. Oh shit! Right, let's get back on to some gaming talk. We'll save the movie talk for when we do the new show. Yeah. So we've got the final Games with Gold lineup. Oh, they went out with a whiff of a fart. It's not even a bang. They didn't go, do you know what? Last one, we'll make it epic. No, we get Blue Fire and Inertial Drift. Now, Blue Fire is a game I have covered on the channel. You can find the review of it there. And Inertial Drift is like an indie car game. So, like, what a shockingly poor end to this program. Like, I mean, I like the look of Inertial Drift. I'll play it. And Blue Fire, or whatever it was called, was okay. But, oh my God, like, when you look at what PlayStation's getting this month with their equivalent free games, They're getting Dreams. They're getting Tiger Woods, and some that I've forgotten. I mean, what do you guys think to this fantastic Games with Gold finale?
That bad.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the games are that bad. The fact that why they've even bothered doing this is just they could have just done anything. Pick some off Game Pass and just give 2 games off Game Pass or something like that. That would have been better. But
yeah,
no.
I do you know what? I do you know what? I would have been fine with Games with Gold if they just called it like Xbox Live Arcade Gold or something, and it was all about indie games and arcade like cheaper games.
Yeah.
But they didn't bother pushing it like Idea Xbox. So yeah, I agree, Muppet. It's as poor as Vodafone customer service. Tell you, absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. What do people think to this game on screen anyway? I'm going to do a review of it at some point in the next week. But it's basically Vampire Survivors, but better, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks like Vampire Survivors. It's giving me those vibes.
Yeah, it's like Vampire Survivors, but better graphics, more to do.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. It's great to have these games. The market isn't really, oversaturated with Vampire Survivor clones right now. So there's still room for games like this to be out there, and Vampire Survivor succeeds as well as this.
Yeah. Oh, right. Also, the free play days for this weekend have been announced on Xbox, and this weekend is really, really good, guys. So you get For Honor, but isn't For Honor on Game Pass already, or is it left?
No, it's in EA Play.
Yeah.
EA Play. So for those who don't, there's
no,
For Honor.
For Honor is not in EA Play. It's made by Ubisoft.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Oh right, yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah. That's my bad.
So anyway, you get For Honor, which is all right, worth playing until August the 3rd. Tropico 6, very good game. Deceive Inc., which I've covered on this channel and done a review of. It's a first-person sort of spy game where you play as 2 teams of spies and you're having to complete objectives and sort of extract data and stuff like that. And you can basically... You all have decoy skins. It's like, do you know, like the Transformers change what they look like when they touch things? You can sort of change what your like disguise is, and you can swap between it and stuff. And it's all about obviously trying to do all your tasks and stuff, like eliminating the enemy team and like extracting. Really, really fun. I highly recommend it if you like that sort of style of game. It's interesting, but it does have like a battle pass on it, unfortunately.
For Honor is still in Game Pass. There's 3 editions: PC edition, Standard edition, and Fire March edition.
Oh right, fantastic. Why do you need 3 editions? I get PC and not non-PC, but hey.
I'm assuming in one of them's the Xbox One version, the other one's the Series S and X version, I would assume.
Thimba says For Honor's pretty good. And then the last one for the free play, which I think you're going to be really hyped for, BMG. It's Disney Speedstorm.
Oh,
so you can play Disney Speedstorm all weekend for nothing. So is that something you think you're going to download and try?
I want to be Donald Duck and fuck up some other car racers. I want to knock Mickey. I hate Mickey Mouse. I hate everything about him.
Maybe I'll download it. We'll have a play of it weekend if you want.
Yeah, anything about Mickey Mouse, he hates me. Oh, hello everyone. Stupid asshole.
You're just jealous that he's more of a gangster than you, aren't you? BMG,
right.
Yeah. No one's as cool as Donald Duck. He's that cool he can walk around without pants on, swinging that big dick.
I know you're waiting for it to go free to play, Fimber, but all of your progress will pass over to when it goes free to play. So if you want to just play something this weekend, get that XP up, make some progress, you can do. And then just wait and play it when it goes free to play. So, yeah, it is weird that he wants to give a shifty to old Mickey, innit, Muppet. It's a bit weird, that one. But so BMG for you. What can I say? I'm trying to find everything that I had saved now. Knowing you want it. Next topic: Sea of Thieves delays season 10 launch to October. So they put a video out basically saying that they needed to do it, and they believe it's the best thing to do for quality of the release and the sustainability of our development process and well-being of our team. So basically, they didn't want to grind it out, which I'm all for. I wish more companies would slight delay things and stuff like that. Hopefully, they extend the existing season and don't end it at the same time, so those who may have not got to the end have still got something to work forward to. But and also, like I say, it's weird that they've delayed that, but then they've just released the new DLC update as well. So,
But what exactly is this update entail? What is it the doing that is going to be so different to what the rest of the game is like?
It's like a season pass. I don't know exactly what it does. Basically, they add like small features each time they do these seasons, like mini updates. Maybe they'll add like a new mechanic in, or they'll update an area or something like that. And then they also have a season pass and some sort of like community events. They're like mini updates. So who knows? Apparently, it's not going to arrive till the end of October, beginning of November. But they are taking some of the stuff that was going to be in season 11 and bringing that forward and putting it into season 10. So you're getting some of it a bit early than you were going to get, which is cool. But I'm just glad there's no grind on it. Do you know what I mean? I'm all for that. So is what it is. I mean, I know you don't play Sentinel, so it's probably not gonna.
Yeah, I don't play it at all. So I'm ambivalent. I don't really care.
I don't play it because there's only myself, because nobody plays with me.
Mickey plays with you. You just said.
Myself.
You literally just said Mickey Mouse plays with you. Don't lie to us.
Mickey Mouse? I want to kill Mickey Mouse.
That's not what you were just saying. You were saying you wanted to give him an old shafty, according to Muppet.
Well, I'll do that first, obviously. But
yeah.
Here's one Thimba shared earlier, actually, in our Discord. If anyone ever wants to share news in the Discord, feel free to. We do track quite a lot of it, but we do all sometimes miss stuff. Ubisoft Plus is introducing a new $1, £1 offer for the first month on Xbox. So for those that want to try it, you'll be able to get this introductory price up to August the 9th. Sign up, you get your first month for £1, $1, or €1. And then obviously it'll upgrade to the full price of $14.99 after that. You can obviously cancel it before then. I'll probably just sign up for the $1 thing, literally probably on the 9th of August, just to get it for a month. I'm not going to use a lot on it, but for a month I can check it out and see what's going to be there and stuff like that. But that's a more of a bit of an interesting price point for me to try it compared to the normal full price. I think it's way too expensive for what you really get at the moment.
It kind of feels like Ubisoft needs to put out more content before it's worth investing in. You know?
Yeah. Because like, you know what? If they'd released those new games, like if they'd not delayed like Assassin's Creed and Skull and Bones, maybe there'd be a bit of value to it, but there's nothing to give you to subscribe.
Yeah, exactly.
And they should be giving you free skins. You know, like in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you can buy ships and like cosmetic crap that you don't use for anything. It's just cosmetic. They should be plopping that in like Game Pass Ultimate rewards, giving you a reason like, ooh, I like Valhalla. I want that skin. I'll subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, there's only like 2 games that I know of that everybody knows of that's upcoming for Ubisoft right now. Is what is it? The Crew, Forza, and
I'm looking forward to that though.
Yeah, I mean it looks fun. The handling is pretty much like a Crew game. It's not like Horizon, so it's not on that level that Forza's on. And then of course we have Assassin's Creed Mirage, which I'm very much looking forward to. But that's it. It's like the Phoenix Rising game or whatever it was. The sequel got canceled. Skull and Bones keeps getting bumped back. They announced that they've canceled other unannounced games, which, again, they were unannounced, so it doesn't matter that much. But then it's like, where's Beyond Good and Evil 2? Nowhere to be found. So
Yeah.
it's like they're not producing the amount of games they need, one, to really stay relevant, and two, to even warrant having any type of subscription service, you know?
Yeah. That's the problem with it. Like, it should have been either part of Game Pass or cheaper. And I just feel like... And, like, 95% of Ubisoft games have been on Game Pass or given away as games with gold. Like, we all own them. The only one I haven't got that I actually seem to want is the new Far Cry. And even then, I'm not that bothered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the new Far Cry is actually a lot of fun, but it's just... It's one of those games, it's like, if you pick it up $20 and you don't buy it, full price, it's not a big deal,
Yeah.
It's not one of those games that everyone's like, oh, you need to play this now. I mean, it's fun, but there's no sense of urgency. Whereas with other games that are coming out, like Starfield, if you don't have Game Pass, you need to subscribe to Game Pass because everybody's looking forward to that. And it feels like the only game that they really have that people are really talking about is Assassin's Creed. And that's only because they're going back to how it used to be. That's it. They have nothing else working for them.
Are you bothered about anything on Ubisoft Plus, BMG?
What? Sorry, I completely zoned out then. What was
I said, are you bothered about anything on Ubisoft Plus?
No, I pretty much everything on there. I think I pretty much own anyway or played back in the day. It's like I'm Ubisoft. I'm more for the Assassin's Creed games. I own all of them, so it's like I'd probably sign up for a month just to get Mirage, and then once I finish Mirage, I'll be done with it. It'll drop in sale, some point later in the year. Probably Christmas sales and things like that, and then I'd buy it outright. But yeah, it's because you just pay for 1 month, so you're getting a $50 game for $14.99 complete. But it's a smaller game. It's not as big as the RPG ones. It's more of a Assassin's Creed 1 length, which they've said. So you could complete that in like 2 or 3 days, and then be done with it. And then when it comes on sale, then pick it up. Other than that, no, there's nothing in that service that makes me think, I need to get this. I need to be a part of this because I don't play Far Cry because I think that's the worst series that Ubisoft have ever made. I think they should cancel every game and just put everything into Assassin's Creed. They should just be rename themselves as just the Creed Studios or something like that. Sod everything else. Nobody wants Sam Fisher. He's irrelevant. That's just all Assassin's Creed.
I honestly feel like Sam Fisher's dead. He's never coming back. I honestly don't think him and Banjo are sat next to each other, like on their own at a table, like sad drinking buddies. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? It's kind of like I'm scared to say this, but I'm like, I hope Michael Ironside doesn't like pass away just from old age before they come out with the Splinter Cell game, and then they're like, oh shit, and it's like, yeah, you fuckers waited like 20 years to put out one.
They're gonna it's gonna be a prequel, like a reboot. We've got to be young and hip.
Oh right.
So they're not using them anyway. That's what I think anyway.
So they make all this young hip bullshit, and then they're like, why did it flop? It's like because you guys are trying too hard to be cool, and no one gives a fuck about that shit. That's why.
That's it.
That's why we just need Assassin's Creed games. Everyone loves Assassin's Creed games.
I mean, I am a fan of Assassin's Creed, but no, you got to keep the other franchises too. Sorry.
You'll get the next time you'll see Sam Fisher in a game is the Ubisoft kart racer.
No, you know what? This is, and I think, a lot of people criticize Far Cry, and I think up to this point, like I said, it's a fun franchise, but I think they need to really reboot it completely to not where you're like super overpowered and shit. I think I talked to you about this before, Ash, where like in Far Cry, you are basically fighting for your life with every single battle.
Yeah.
Where you're fighting against a tiger that's about to kill you and it mauls the shit out of you, and you're crawling into a hut where you have to use like the fishing line to sew your arm up, and you're like minutes away from death. And that's how Far Cry should be if they're going to reboot it, because now people are like, oh, you're basically a superhero running around killing like 200 guys a minute, and it's like, so go back to what Far Cry was supposed to be, right? Where it was more, you're fighting against nature and everything else. That's how. If they were going to reboot it and really put emphasis back in the franchise, in my opinion, that's how they should do it.
Yeah,
and then maybe BMG will like the franchise.
No. Far Cry is the worst series ever made in gaming history.
Next to Destiny 2. Next to Destiny 2, yes,
good.
Probably.
Makes ET look good. And that game got put in a landfill.
Wow. Next, yeah. See, ET got put in the landfill back in the 80s, but in the 2020s, it'll be people. Oh wait, they're probably already doing it, throwing the copies of Destiny 2 now that it's free. They're throwing all those copies in the landfill because Destiny 2 was so shit that they couldn't even give it away. I'm just saying.
It's okay to be wrong, my friend.
I know. That's why you were voicing on with Far Cry, and I was just letting you go because it's okay to be wrong.
Yeah. You just stick with the Far Cry, which is just the exact same game with you just put a different skin on it over again and again.
There was
and
a
again and again and again.
Hey, remind me when Destiny 2 came out.
A while ago.
See? Yeah, a while ago.
But
it's the same game.
And it has a better player base than that Far shite.
I mean, I guess even a broke clock is right 2 times a day. So
a what clock?
Down, boys.
A broke clock, even a broke clock is right 2 times a day.
A broom clock. I was going to say, what the hell's a broom clock?
No.
Yeah, you know what a broom clock is. God.
Right.
Oh my God.
Wristwatch attached to a broom. Definitely an American thing.
He says, "Don't go there." Third-person walking simulator. Always calling you out, Muppet, in chat.
Well, it's all right, Muppet, because PlayStation is still on top of the mountain, making the best games, and still waiting on Xbox to make an actual AAA game that's decent.
Harsh. One game that is finally coming to Xbox, sliding in there, is the Terminator Resistance sort of next-gen version. Obviously, this came out on Xbox One a while back, and I actually own this. It's not a bad little game. First-person shooter. They did like a PS5 version and then just didn't do an Xbox One, but now they've announced that on October 27th, there's going to be a complete edition coming, which includes the additional content that was previously released from the Annihilation line narrative expansion and Infiltrator mode, both debuted on Xbox for the first time because we didn't get these previously, along with obviously the enhanced edition of the main game. This includes improved frame rates, higher graphic fidelity, and faster loading times. So, current owners will be getting the enhanced version along with the Infiltrator mode on the 27th of September, which is great. So you can upgrade to the full complete edition for a price of £11.99 or $14.49. Or you can buy it separately if you want it as well. Now, there's also a collector's edition coming out, and the collector's edition comes with a pointless steelbook because steelbooks are pointless, a mini hardcover comic, which is nice, a set of 5 postcards, and a collector box. What's the point of having a collector's box if you get in a steelbook? They're basically the same thing. But have you guys played the Terminator Resistance game, and is it one you're interested in now? It's getting like finally on Xbox a next-gen update.
I'll let BMG go first with his answer.
Well, don't wait. Let's put it this way. Don't waste your money because there has never been a good Terminator game. Save your money.
Whoa, yes, there has.
Save your money.
Talking about?
Save your money and get Robocop.
That could be crap, though. Robocop versus Terminator is a fantastic game.
No, it was not.
Terminator.
That
yes,
was
it was.
Awful.
Just because you were awful at Robocop versus Terminator doesn't mean it was an awful game.
It was a bad game.
No, you just had to get good. That's all it was.
Robocop wouldn't have stood a chance against Terminator.
I loved the Terminator
franchise.
Let me find out
which films were good. Anything else after the first 2 films of Terminator was dog turd.
It was Terminator: The Redemption, which was an awesome game. Terminator 3: The Redemption, And also, Terminator Salvation was an alright game. But yeah, Terminator 3, The Redemption, is a really fun game. I loved that as a kid. Played it loads. So
I think I played a couple of Terminator games previously, and they were pretty bad, to be honest. Now,
I've never played a good Robocop game, bar Robocop versus Terminator, though, either.
yeah. It's because he walks too damn slow. You know, it's like by the time you get to the end of the level, it's going to be like 3 or 4 hours long. So that's going to be rough. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it though, but I want to see if Robocop can run, because you never see him run. I did pick up the Terminator.
He's got a jetpack. He's got a backpack that flies.
Yeah, he does in Terminator or Robocop 3. Yeah. You know, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not entirely sold on it yet. I have faith in him. You know, who is it? Teyon, Teyon is who made it. I think they did a good job with Terminator Resistance. You know, it's not a AAA experience, but I think they did a really good job. In my opinion, it's one of the top 5 Terminator games, and I had a lot of fun with it. I am a big fan of the Terminator franchise. BMG is kind of right about the Terminator movies after the first 2 kind of being crap, because
they all are.
Yeah, well, because there's elements that I liked out of some of the movies, but then they do other stuff wrong, or it makes no sense. But as far as the game goes, that's kind of why it feels like Terminator Resistance ignores everything after the first 2 Terminator movies, because those are the best. And the developers did a really good job kind of paying homage to the greatness of the Terminator and Terminator 2 and ignoring everything else. You know, and I think that works really well for it. So, you know, I purchased it before. I'm looking forward to this free upgrade thing they have.
It's not free. It's $10. It's like a 10.
Well, it's $10 to get the narrative expansion, but like the upgraded graphics and stuff, they said if you already bought it, it's a free update.
Oh, that's good then. But I'm going to get the complete edition to get the story DLC and stuff.
Yeah, I will too, and it's worth it, you know. And like I said, you can tell the lip syncing is a little off, but it's a smaller studio. Like I said, it's not AAA, but for a Terminator fan, it was so much fun. You know, it was so much fun to be in a game like that where you can tell the developers actually give a shit. You know.
Yeah. 100%. Shout out to everyone in chat. We've got Scott, we've got Luke Steele, we've got Sappho, Mesuko, everyone. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Come on, guys. There's 11, but not 11 likes yet. So hit that like button. Come on and get it shared out.
Let's get a poll in chat. Terminator or Robocop?
Hang on, let me get this up then.
Yeah,
do you know what, right? I used to love Robocop, but Robocop's had some awful follow-ups. I mean, Robocop 3 is terrible. The TV show is terrible.
Yeah.
Did you watch the newer film? I didn't mind that.
It was okay.
It was okay, yeah, it was all right.
But it wasn't like it could have been anything. It could have not been Robocop. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you know why they changed up from 2 to 3, right? Because they said it was too vicious, it was too violent, too graphic, and they wanted to make it more family friendly. They wanted to make it more family friendly, and it's like, you got dudes shooting his hand off with a 50 cal. This is not a family friendly goddamn film or franchise. It's just not. I don't give a shit if you want to sell toys. There are going to be little 10 and 11-year-old boys out. The toys. There are going to be little 10 and 11-year-old boys out there watching RoboCop anyway, even if it's violent and super graphic. I mean, it's like, damn, everybody in the chat, raise your hand if you saw a RoboCop film before you turned 17. I mean, that's pretty much everybody.
When I was about 6.
There you go. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. So they're like, oh, family friendly. It's like, don't worry about the family friendly shit. Just keep making your movies, and the people that buy these toys, because the toys were badass, they're gonna keep watching these movies anyway. It doesn't matter. But yeah.
So
whoever goes for Terminator is a Sonic hater.
Wow.
No, you can't try and sway it with your your weak arguments, boy.
Well, Scott's definitely going to go Terminator because he hates Sonic.
You know what though?
No offense though, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger is just so much more likable than Paul Welker, who comes across like he sniffs his own fucking farts.
Yeah,
The best
well,
thing about Robocop was Red from that 70s show as the bad guy in the first one.
Yeah.
Kurtwood
Smith.
Yeah. He's such
Good
a
actor.
bastard.
Really good actor.
Yeah.
No.
You know what though? Wasn't Peter Weller a stage actor though? Because they said, hey, you got to move in this huge suit, and so we need someone who can basically act it out, making it look as if it's heavy. Because the suit wasn't metal; it was all plastic. But they said you got to look like it's heavy. So they wanted a stage actor who could, basically mime is what they wanted.
Here we go. Look, Luke Steele has spoken. I love Robocop, but it's easily Terminator, and he's qualified to make that decisive vote as he owns both Robocop and Terminator Hot Toys.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, he's exactly right, because Robocop's, like, his traveling speed is like one speed. It's like 5 miles an hour. It's like Terminator can run up to, like, 25 miles an hour.
He can't run.
Yeah, he can.
Hey, whoa.
All right, then. Arnold Schwarzenegger can run, but when they're just the machine and the robot, they can't run. That's just a load of bollocks.
I mean, you can't really say that because in the first Terminator movie, when he was chasing Sarah Connor and it was the Terminator that couldn't run, it's because he got blown up inside a damn truck. So that was filled with like gasoline.
Yeah, but he wasn't damaged. It wasn't damaged. The robot wasn't damaged. Just his skin.
There's multiple different Terminators that can run though.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Terminatrix.
Yeah, Terminator 2, the police one, he sprinted all over the place.
Yeah, T-1000.
He was all liquid. Yeah. He was all liquid.
Still a Terminator though.
Yeah. But no, the whole thing is the Terminator can run if it has to chase somebody. But if it doesn't have to chase someone because they're just standing there and shooting, then it's not going to run because it's wasting its energy.
But
right?
aren't they always chasing someone? Because that's the whole point in the Terminator, to terminate someone.
Yeah, well, the Cyberdyne Series Model 101, which was the Terminator that went back in time, yes. But the other ones from the future, no, they don't have to. They basically just walk in a line. That's why they called it the Annihilation Line.
Yeah, BMG. Do you not know nothing?
Let's move on from this crap.
I'm a big Terminator fan, so I completely get it. And you know what? Luke is right about Terminator being able to take him out. Because it's like, yeah, Robocop has the grenade launcher and stuff. But there's no guarantee that he can take the Terminator out with one shot. And the Terminator can carry all different types of weapons, whereas Robocop is very limited. Not only because of his speed, but just because of his maneuverability. So the Terminator, even the T-800, still has a tremendous advantage over Robocop.
Oh, also, Finn, but this is totally off topic. But you popping up there just reminded me. I was playing Cameo with Fabio last night, and we had to add each other on Xbox 360. Even though we're friends on the new Series X and S and 1, you have to add each other on the 360 to show us friends there. Now, when Fabio added me and accepted it, it said Fimber had accepted me or added me as a friend. So I think you just need to come clean, because it may just be because the notifications don't pop on the Series X when someone adds you on 360 and you were the last person to add me as a friend, so it just popped automatically. But the facts don't lie. You and Fabio must clearly be the same person. What's that about? We need some answers there. Have you've never seen Fimber and Fabio in the same room?
No, never seen him in the same chat either.
Yeah, and then when I was playing with Fabio last night, we had to add each other again on Xbox. We had to do it on the 360 to be friends. And when Fabio added me on the 360, it said Fimber had sent me a friend request. What's that about?
Wow.
Scott,
that could just be a bug.
There's no point trying. Scott's put in the chat, BMG, genuine question. What sort of charitable donation would it take for you to wear a Sonic costume live during a show? It will never happen. There isn't a number that could even come close to me.
A $100 super chat would do it. A $100 super chat would do it. There you go.
No, it would not. No, it would not.
It'd probably cost us $100 to get him a good costume.
Right. Yep.
I think he should. I think he should do it for charity. We should do a charity 24-hour stream one day, and raise some money. But you have to do it dressed as Sonic.
There you go.
Why
Sonic.
do I have to stuff her? What have I done wrong?
You're the one that hates Sonic.
Yeah.
Everyone hates Sonic, don't they?
Here we go.
No.
Look. Hang on. I'm going to save a picture of it. We'll get it up in chat. I can just share my screen. Hang on a second. Pause this. Present. Share screen. That's what we need. Look. Get you in that.
What?
It's coming.
Oh
it's coming.
my god.
Right.
That's it. And you
That's
can
an
eat chili
ex-priest.
dogs. You can eat chili dogs while you do it.
There you
Oh
go.
my god. That is wrong on so many levels.
See, you're already a fan of wieners, so you could wear that and you could eat the wieners. There you go.
Oh dear.
You'd love it. You'd love it. What do you mean?
No, Scott. I do not hate charities.
There you
I
go.
believe-
Look, Scott said, look, he'll supply a Sonic costume for it as well.
I'll have a think. I'll have a think, and we will see. But you're gonna need a few zeros at the end of a one. Put it that way.
Few zeros on the end of a few zeros. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
it's BMG and Suella Braverman are the same people.
Oh my god! I tell you, I'm gonna get so much shit in my DMs now. People saying I hate charities and
Can't believe BMG hates charity. We'll clip that. We'll clip that. And,
I buy presents for children at Christmas, and I have them all because we in our area every year they do a where you can take toys, presents, and stuff like that to give to kids that are less fortunate. I do that every Christmas.
Yeah, but you've just stole those presents off other kids. It doesn't.
Doesn't
even
matter.
it out.
Doesn't matter how I acquired them.
Like the little charity barrel where they put all the toys. He just cleans it out and gives it to other kids.
Yeah. No, he
I
doesn't
don't-
even clean it out. He just spits on it.
Yeah, I take the dog food and dog treats out the charity thing and bring them home, but that's a whole different thing.
BMG's that guy who goes into the supermarket. There's that box at the end where it's put your stuff in for the charities. And that's how he does his shopping. He just walks in with his trolley, puts all the free shit at the end, and walks out. He's like,
Oh, hey,
It's
5
the
finger
future.
discount,
Out
my
there.
friends. Times are hard at the moment. Get what you can.
exactly. So you got to dress up as Sonic on camera.
See, I like because obviously if you take something from a shop without paying for it, you steal it. Yeah, we all agree with that. But I believe if I eat a bag of donuts and have a drink, but finish it before I leave, technically I shouldn't pay for it because I didn't take the packaging with the barcode.
Oh, Jesus.
So 70% of people preferred Terminator in the poll. So
You know what, though?
Robocop in the mud.
I don't
I
think
hope
the I don't
none
think
of
the
you buy that
costume.
new game.
I don't think the costume is enough. I think he should wear it, but we should also be playing a Sonic game or something.
Oh my god!
I've got that
stop,
new
no.
Sonic. I bought the new one. We should
No.
play that.
There you go.
That's it. And we should all play. I'll play. You just have to watch it, BMG, and in your Sonic costume.
There you go. See.
We'll meet up and do it in person, and I'll just make you suffer it. We'll have a Sonic marathon for charity. We'll watch the movies while in the background while we're playing on the Xbox streaming, and you're dressed up as Sonic.
I tell you what, I'll go and get a wooden spoon from the drawer downstairs, and I'll just pop my eyes out. How about that? How about that instead?
You still got to wear the Sonic costume though.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, no. Look what you started now, Scott. I'll never
Yeah, look,
forgive you
the
for
new
this.
Sonic is 4-player.
See, there you go.
No. This is wrong.
Wow. Looking forward to it. Yes.
Ugh, I just felt a bit of vomit at the back of my throat.
We heard it here first, though, folks. BMG hates charity.
Yep.
So fire us some super chats and we'll force them to
I will get DMs of people like accusing me of all sorts of stuff for hating charities, robbing from charities, and everything else. I get enough abuse as it is.
And he steals the food from the little basket for the homeless people.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's also one of those people that, when you see the you put a penny in, he takes like 6 out.
Yeah.
Leave a penny, take a penny.
Right.
He's a
You've been
bugger.
spying on me.
And when you see those, I don't know if you get them in America, but in like Asda's and Tesco's, they have the books for charity and stuff. He just takes the books, he doesn't even leave money for them.
Oh. Yeah.
The worst thing I've done, right, and this is an admission now, live. The worst thing I've done is I got my wife some flowers, but I'd done a job and I dropped off at a crematorium. I don't know what it's like in America, but in the UK. After
so here we go.
like
BMG
a funeral,
steals
we put
flowers.
all the flowers outside, and they're only going to go in the bin anyway. No, but they're only going to go in the bin anyway. So I got her some flowers from the crematorium.
You got this nice little like golden vase. You just had to empty all the dust out in it to put them in.
Yeah, not wrong with that. They're going to go to waste,
Jesus.
She loved the flowers. They only lasted a couple of days. So if anything, the people that got them in the first place are cheapskates. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, but you don't need to buy the best of flowers when they're dead, really, do they? It's not like going to sniff them to check they're all right and that. They're going to keep checking they're still alive.
Yeah, you just use plastic flowers. There you go.
No, that's
that
though.
Yeah. I want to wait until, hopefully, as bad as this sounds, I'll wait till Mother's Day when there's a funeral and get one of them mum signs, like the good son.
Oh my god.
I've got no shame.
Yes, noticeably.
Oh my god. Right, back to gaming stuff, not pick on BMG Day.
I suppose. Right. Let's run through a couple of quick topics that aren't that important. Closed beta for Payday 3 is coming to Steam and Xbox next week. So make sure you check that out. You can sign up for the closed beta on the game's website, on Steam, or on the Xbox Insider Hub. It's between the August 2nd and August the 7th. So the beta will include the whole original Payday crew as playable characters, and it's set to feature one heist, no rest for the wicked. All difficulties will be playable. However, there will be a level cap of Infamy level 22, and weapon level progression is at 8. So the game's coming out September 21st. It's also coming to Game Pass. So yeah, check that out if you want to play it.
Did anyone play the Payday series? I liked the first game, but I didn't really like the second one. I thought the second one
I'd never played them. I always wanted to, but it looked like one of those things I need friends for.
The third one is they're introducing where you can actually do negotiating. So you're holding up in a bank, you've got hostages, and you actually can negotiate, which is a bit new, cool mechanic.
I played it. It's cool. It seems like if you had a steady crew of guys that you played with, that it would be a lot of fun. But it feels like a pick up and play kind of title,
Some of the best times I've ever had playing video games is playing Left 4 Dead with some random Australians.
Left 4 Dead is different than Payday, though. Left 4 Dead was solid.
Though,
yeah,
having that funny crew.
Yeah, I played Left 4 Dead with my teenagers, and they loved that game. They didn't like Back 4 Blood, obviously, but yeah, Left 4 Dead was fun. It was fun. Spent a lot of time playing that.
I want someone to play that Evil game with me. It's on Game Pass.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to organise that next week. I promise you.
Right. Okay.
Let's just get this podcast out of the way, and then we'll organise gaming sessions next week. Oh, there's new payment options coming to Xbox, apparently. So if you want to pay for your stuff, Microsoft and PayPal have agreed to offer additional payment options in the Microsoft Store. So Venmo is now available as a payment option, and PayPal Pay Later has been integrated in the US, UK, Australia, Germany, France, Spain, and Italy. So, which is weird because I had PayPal on, and I swear I can't use PayPal anymore on the Microsoft Store. I don't know where the option's gone.
No, they took it away for a bit, didn't they? They took it away because there was payment issues, but now they brought it back. But that,
I need to re-sign up.
You know, get now and pay later. That's quite a good because Vimo offers the same thing where you can buy now, pay later, or pay in installments.
Which is good. Don't even tell me that because I'll get myself in trouble.
Yeah, if there's games you really want to play that you can't really afford full price there and then, it's good option because it's like a interest free option as well, which is really cool. As long as you have it, you pay it off. I think you get like 6 months where you have to fully pay it and you don't pay interest, which is really good. So you know you could pay it monthly or whatever. But I think it's a good option. It's good to offer gamers more ways to play games because there are people that don't do Game Pass and just buy the games, but you know it can be hard sometimes, especially in today's day and age with cost of living and things. It's a good option, and I like the fact that you know Xbox have managed to work up a deal to be able to do this. It's a cool additional thing to have.
Yeah,
it's always more options are always great. So
Ash don't pay for his games because he just gets them all given to him.
Right, yeah.
Apparently according to Stubbs, my entire 2,000 plus Series XS and Xbox One collection is all free. So I'm just a lucky guy. I wish I could get the games I wanted for review, but I don't. Like, I want to pick up the Expanse, the new Telltale game. I've never watched the Expanse, but it's a Telltale game, so I want to give it a play, and it's got decent reviews. So.
Nice.
But yeah, there's loads of stuff. Some of these things you've put on these in our topic chat is absolutely shocking, BMG.
Well, I'm glad to see that you two managed to put stuff in there. Oh no, actually, no, you didn't.
I did. It was just Sentinel that doesn't ever pull his weight.
What are you talking about?
He's too busy getting guests that don't show up. Leave him alone.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. I can't, you know, I can't force them
and TikTok.
to show up.
He's too busy.
He's too busy with his TikTok.
Yeah,
he's dropped us. He's dropped us. He's become Judder 2 now. He's too big and important on TikTok to come and do stuff with us anymore. So
doing all them videos where he's like got music playing while he's sat in a pool and
you know what?
He's
collecting bathwater.
Right, no, that's not me. But Thimber has seen my TikTok videos. He can vouch for them. They're pretty solid.
I'm glad you said TikTok then.
Yeah, they're TikTok videos.
Sorry.
Wow.
He's not seen my TikTok yet.
He's not seen you what?
My TikTok yet.
Yeah, Muppet brought it up earlier in the chat. Or UK Desris did. Was talking about a video, yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Xbox has created the world's first ever pizza-centered controller. So this is going to be a prize one, limited edition, tie-in with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film that's coming out from Paramount Pictures, entitled Mutant Mayhem. Now, it's designed to deliver the smell of the Turtles' beloved meal to your game time. These exclusive Xbox wireless controllers come with a built-in scent diffuser shaped like a slice of delicious New York pizza. So there's 4 variations, each one representing the colours and personalities of the different Turtles: Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. So you only want Donatello. To be in with a chance of winning one, you've got to follow Xbox Game Pass on Twitter and basically retweet and like and all that crap on the tweet. But yeah, who wants a pizza-smelling controller like with a big giant bit of pizza stuck on the back of it?
I love pizza. Pizza is my favourite, so I'd probably want one just because I think it would be fun to have. I wouldn't really want to use it. But funny enough, the worst thing that I got bought as a gift for me many, many years ago was pizza-scented boxes. that,
Well,
funny
at
enough,
least
I
your
never
dick
wore.
already smells of cheese, so it just merged in. So
No.
that's not any different.
Yeah.
It's fine until you get around a hungry dog and he decides he likes your boxers a little too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's nice. It's a giveaway
I think
one.
it's a bit of a waste.
Like, you know what? Oh God, I know I'm gonna get some shit for saying this, but and I'm mainly an Xbox guy, but Xbox does so much stupid shit like this when they need to focus on other stuff, and you see it all the goddamn time. Xbox is always doing stupid shit like this. Like they have 260 controllers. It's like don't focus so much on pizza flavored controllers, and maybe focus on other shit. You know, that's just my take. I mean. But you guys have seen this from Xbox time and time again. They're always coming out with stupid shit that people are more like, what the hell were they thinking, than actually like, hey, that's a great idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's just like Xbox during the 360 days was on fire. And now it's like, you know, because they were on fire because they could read the room. But now it's like they can't even get in the room to read it. It's like, Jesus, you guys are, it's like, I don't know. It just boggles my mind that someone somewhere in some little think tank thought a pizza smelling controller with a pizza shaped thing on the back was a good idea. You know, it's like if you want to make a Ninja Turtles themed controller, that's straight. You know what? It's like even have different color schemes for the 4 Ninja Turtles. You know, but sell them in stores, number one. And number two, have special controllers that you can only win through contests, like a Casey Jones themed one, like in April. What was her name? The April O'Neil. The reporter, whatever her name was. But like have those controllers, the special controllers that you can only win through contests, and allow people to buy the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle controllers and not have them all green. But like have them with green thumbsticks, but based on the colors of the sashes of the Ninja Turtles, their little bandana things. You know, it changes the color, or it's a different color of controller. Do that rather than have a goddamn pizza smelling controller. What the fuck is that shit? I'm just saying.
It gets people talking though, doesn't it? Like us dickheads would be talking about it if it was just generic.
But if it was like, imagine if you had like a red, a blue, a purple, and an orange controller, but they had like a wrap. Or you know, that was like Ninja Turtle focus for that Ninja Turtle. You'd be like, hey man, that controller looks great. I'm getting Leonardo, you know, or oh, I'm getting Michelangelo.
You need to start doing official Series X sleeves that just slide over the top of your console, like it's square. Like, do it
right. Yeah,
just like a plastic sleeve that goes over it.
It's kind of like
them.
Whoever oversees this stuff is a moron. You know, I mean, straight up.
You just have to wait until they do the Durex crossover. Then you'll get a sleeve to slide on your controller.
Right.
Apparently, there's also a Stormcloud Vapor Series XNS control that's leaked. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't care. But there's more controllers. I mean, I think there's more variations of controllers than actual consoles sold this generation. Do you know what I mean? I think there's like 17 million consoles and like 19 million pads. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely just crazy. But you're right, yeah. It's any publicity is publicity, mate. It's always good. Always good. Right, let's get into some crud news as we're starting to sort of rack up the time. So, CD Projekt Red will be laying off almost 10% of its staff. So, in a company update published on the CDPR website yesterday, it revealed that almost 10% of the firm's employees will be laid off due to overstaffing. It was said that after a careful assessment, around 100 members of staff will be made redundant over the next few months. But they're giving team members time to adjust and offering them a comprehensive severance package. So this is the third round of layoffs to occur within CDPR since the start of the year, with around 60 members being dismissed in May across 2 separate windows. So it's never good to see people get laid off at all. I mean,
Yeah, you know what? It's not that much of a surprise because last year and the year before we saw tech companies doing the same thing, and it just feels like they're going to have to be more efficient. And I don't mean to sound cold when I say that, but we're basically teetering on almost a recession right now, and it's not like just based in the United States. It's Europe, it's Asia, it's all over the place. It's a
Yeah.
global recession. We're teetering right on the edge. So a lot of these companies are trying to basically minimize cost, maximize efficiency, so they can keep doing what they're doing without what's coming to be affecting their operations too much. And that's why we're seeing the layoffs. Yeah, it sucks, but we saw so many other, even the big companies, like I think we talked about Microsoft previously doing this earlier this year, maybe last year. So it's not just the smaller developer doing it. And it's
Yeah, yeah.
unfortunate. It's unfortunate that they're doing it because they have a lot of games in the works, but it's like now you have to wonder if crunch is gonna be more of an issue, because it's like if you have less people working on a game, and they have a certain timetable to complete that game, that means they're gonna be working the remaining staff harder than they would
Yeah.
have had they had more staff.
No, exactly.
Even Rockstar Games. I mean, like Rockstar San Diego, they got a lot of shit over Red Dead Redemption 2's crunch, but they have tons of developers and artists and all that stuff, and you gotta assume that CD Projekt Red, because they're still independent, they're not owned by anybody, so it's gonna be harder for them than someone like Rockstar San Diego, who's owned by Take-Two Interactive. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
it's unfortunate, but a lot of different companies are doing it right now. Even companies that are successful, they got to tighten their belts, unfortunately, and this is part of that.
Yeah, it always sucks. Always sucks. Hopefully, they
Yeah,
all find jobs quickly.
yeah.
So, I think BMG's died.
Oh no, no, sorry. It's because, like, I think a lot of the staff, because they shut Gwent shuts down. I think it's officially shut down now, or it's in the next couple of weeks. So literally all that side of the staff, they've been laid off. Obviously, they're cutting down the teams. They had the issues with the what was they calling it, Project Sirius or something like that, which was the online Witcher game, and then
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
had a lot of soul, like they've been laid off. It's yeah, fair enough. I'd say times are hard, but they make so much profit on these games. The Witch is still making more and more money, even when they just, they optimized it for the newer consoles and sold a shed load more copies of the game. And they're working on the new Witcher as well as I think they moved it internally now or externally, whichever way they've gone with it. But we keep seeing it. They lay off a load of staff within like 3 to 6 months. Then they're advertising for staff again. But that's the thing in this industry. It's like pretty much when your side of the job's done and you're no longer needed from a business point of view, why would you keep paying someone to
Oh,
do
yeah,
nothing?
yeah. Exactly.
It's still sad, but there's many developers out there and game companies that are crying out for staff anyway. It's they are going to land on the feet. They are going to land on something else, and like especially on the mobile team, mobile games is, I think, isn't it the biggest gaming platform in the world?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, and there's, this deal, obviously the whole ABK thing will be going through soon. Maybe Microsoft decide to up their mobile side of stuff, taking on more staff, expand King to something even more, maybe create another couple of studios to work on a couple of different things while using their expertise. So it's very likely these are all going to land on the feet regardless. But yeah, some will get other positions in different departments, and others will obviously get hopefully a really good severance package and be able to move on to better pastures.
Hey, Luke
Yeah.
Steele did bring up a good point. He said CDPR only made a net profit of about 80 million US dollars last year, so they're struggling. Yeah, that's a good point. It's like if they don't make a big net profit, they don't have a lot to continue to pay people, especially when you have a project that's going to require those people to make it from the ground up. Because the way gaming works is like you got to have the money to make the game before you get that money back. It's the same way with movies, you know.
Yeah, but in Poland, thing is with Poland, their government, they get a hell of a lot of money from their government and a lot of tax reliefs and all that lot. So a lot of their costs can be absorbed into that. But hey, it's business at the end of the day. You know, in any job, in any business, you're not going to pay someone to do nothing if once their side of the job's done. You know, you only need the animators for so long. You only need the graphics designing for so long, and you're not just going to keep retaining them to keep the talent and pay them not to do a great deal. But it's business.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about this Red Dead Redemption one quickly? I'm just going to go get a drink because I'm starting to cough. So
no, not at all. Let's move on. No, I'm just playing.
Come on, Sentinel. Seems Rockstar's like your most favorite developer on the planet. You go ahead.
Yes. Well, I mean, no, I'll let you go because I don't want to, bore you to sleep or anything.
God damn! Now I'm gonna have to open my phone and bring up the article. Jesus. Right. So let me bring it up. Just give me 2 seconds, because
I mean, I could talk all day long about Red Dead, but again, well, I want you to go first.
I'll read the article and then we'll go from there.
Sure.
New Red Dead Redemption logo appears on the Rockstar website. This comes from Jordan Midler over on VGC. A new logo for Red Dead Redemption has appeared on Rockstar's website, and Mist claims that the game could be set for a remaster. Posted on Twitter by @TezBunzi2, they also point out that in an update to the Rockstar website made today, a game known as Red Dead Redemption Rockstar Presents version has been added to the internal games list. It's possible that this is simply an updated logo that will be rolled out to digital versions of the game, bringing it in line with other Rockstar titles that also feature Rockstar Games Presents branding. However, last month, Rockstar's 13-year-old game was classified by South Korea's Game Rating and Administrative Committee, which has a history of revealing upcoming titles prior to their official announcement. As spotted by Gamatsu, the new rating carries a classification number that refers to the console games. Red Dead Redemption was released for PS3, Xbox 360 in May 2010, but was never ported to PC. The new Korean classification is separate to existing ones for the original game, its Undead Nightmare Collection, and its Game of the Year edition. That Korean, ratings board, generally they do, to be fair. They pretty much are spot on with revealing games pretty much before they're officially announced. But it doesn't surprise me, because I think if we remember rightly, in the last Rockstar Take-Two earnings call, they did say that there was games they were remastering that would be coming this physical year.
Yeah. Which
runs till is it March 2024?
I believe so. Yeah.
I think yeah. So it's quite possible. I don't think it's going to be something this year, or maybe a Christmas release, maybe. But if anything, I think we're going to see something like maybe January, February time.
Yeah.
See, I didn't mind Red Redemption 1. It was okay. 2 went way too far in like having to groom your horse, feed your horse, you have to bathe and all that.
Yes.
They had a team. This is how dedicated they were to that game. They had a team that worked on doing the physics for horse testicles.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want it that deep. Yeah, I like the mechanics and stuff of the game's fun, and I did enjoy Red Redemption 2. But I didn't like the fact that I had to go and clean my clothes, I had to go and bath, I had to bathe my horse, I had to, feed. Yeah. And it's just like, I just want to be a cowboy,
Yes.
Go, cowboy time, 10 to 10, dawn, shooting, all that sort of stuff. That's all I wanted, robbing, carriages of gold and things like that. that was what I just wanted. I didn't want all this having to groom and all that sort of stuff. You know, it's bad enough to have to do that in real life. Not with a horse, because I don't have a horse.
Right.
No. But yeah, it's hard. I don't know. I don't. It's not something I would pick up and play. There's probably, you know, quite a good audience there for it. But yeah, it's not. I'm more of the Grand Theft Auto side than the Red Dead side. But the second one was obviously the superior game. I just didn't like some of the more simulation, realistic side of stuff. But there's people out there that would. You know, there's a lot of people out there. The only thing that was interesting with the horse is you could punch it in the head and it would kick you.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Are you? Is this something that you would want? You'd pick up and go back and replay if you could have it optimized for the new consoles?
You know, I mean, it's like I already play the Red Dead Redemption game through backwards compatibility for my Series X, so I am interested in this, but I wouldn't buy it for Xbox. I would buy it for PlayStation because it's like sometimes you're just in the mood to
dirty bastard.
You're just in the mood to play one system or another, and it's like I already have it on Xbox. You know, yeah, it's gonna look better and this and that, but it's like, you know, I don't have Grand Theft Auto 4 on PlayStation. I don't have Red Dead Redemption 1 on PlayStation, so it's like I am interested in picking this up, but if I pick it up, I'm going to pick it up for PlayStation 5 just because there's no way to play it on PlayStation 5, if that makes sense.
You want them haptics.
Yeah.
And that lightning
possibly.
SSD.
You know, and then like with Red Dead Redemption 2, I agree that they just made it too much of a sim game. Like, it's too much simulator this, simulator that. And I'm like, I don't want all of that difficulty and complicated stuff in a Red Dead game. You know, you should prioritize fun over the sim aspect because the entire team being dedicated to, you know, figuring out the horse does this or the horse looks like that or any. It's like, that shit's not important. You know, it's not important. Fun should always be the most important thing with a game. And if you produce a AAA game and there's more than a handful of people saying that your game is boring, then it means all that money that you spent was probably, it could have been spent better elsewhere, you know, because it felt like Red Dead Redemption 1 was fun and Red Dead Redemption 2 was a great game, but it just wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Ash, is it something you'd pick up? Would you play? Would you want to replay a remaster of Red Dead 1 or remake?
It's fine as it is. They already done a next gen like upgrade. It runs great, looks great. I don't think it needs it. But this is Rockstar, so they like to milk their cash cows. So it wouldn't surprise me if it's true. But I don't think it's a full remake or anything. Wouldn't surprise me if it's the slightest of the slight, just so they can charge you an extra full price sale again.
I think
milking and teat.
I think people are going to be hesitant because of Grove Street Games doing what they did with the original trilogy.
Oh, they butchered it.
Yeah, because now people are going to be like, okay, well, who's remaking this? You know, or remastering it or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
Yeah, because the full team is in Grand Theft Auto 6, aren't they? They obviously, we know it's been in development for a long time. It's got an extremely high budget. All the whole team's in it. How that game's actually going to turn out and play, we don't know, without having the Hauser brothers being a part of it anymore. So it'll be interesting to see if they've managed to keep that sort, you know, magic and that of Grand Theft Auto games. But
well, I think Dan Hauser walked away, but I think Sam Hauser is still a part of Rockstar.
But I thought he wasn't part of the GTA team.
I'm not sure. I just know he never officially left Rockstar, but he might not be part of the GTA team. To be honest, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because Dan Houser's doing that. It's like anything you ever want to do in a game, isn't it? It's like a big giant hub world. You go around and you can literally play any type of game that you can think of. Is all built into this game, as well as movies and TV shows. It was revealed late last year, early this year. Do you remember that one?
I remember hearing about it, but I don't remember much about the game actually.
Essentially, it's like a giant world, hub world of all different places, and every world's like any game that you can think of that you want to play, you could play in this game.
You on about that the NFT
What do you
game
call
he
it?
announced?
No. It's Dan Houser because he's created a new team and he created that new game. Let me see if I can find the name of it because they did like a trailer. They did a whole thing on it. Dan Houser game. 1 second.
No, it's what you're on about. I swear to God, it's a NFT game. I swear it's an NFT game.
God, where is it? I can't even find it now.
Rockstar Games
company
co-founder reveals new studio.
Absurd Ventures. Yeah. That's his new studio. His website's got nothing on there, but he announced it. I remember seeing it. I remember him like showing a bit of it off and press got to play a bit of behind closed doors stuff.
Work on a new open world game called Everywhere.
That's it. Let
me just have a quick read.
And there is a trailer as well.
Everywhere.
Yeah, so it's like everywhere. Is it that one? It's literally a game where you can do what you want. Yeah, what is everywhere? A world of endless possibilities where anyone can be someone. Here, life has no boundaries. Participate in almost infinite activities. Even create your own. This is a place where everything is waiting to be discovered, and even more is yet to be envisioned. We're just getting started, and together, there's no telling what you can create and do what you want. Yeah, it's literally you can create your own worlds. You can make any game you want, all on top of all what's already there. It's literally
sounds kind of like Dreams.
Yeah, within the vast expanse of the biodomes of everywhere, there are many places and portals to other worlds to explore, with even more challenges and trials to discover. So everywhere is an alluring array of competitive activities. There's something for everyone, whatever your taste or mood. You can even create your own experiences and share them with others. So it's an actual full-on game with literally you can do anything in the game, create anything in the game, but also do all your own stuff on top of that. Yeah, he has Luke. He did announce it. There's an actual trailer. You can go and watch the trailer.
Missed opportunity. They should have picked up Dan Houser when they had the chance and brought him on board for the eventual true crime reboot. I'm just saying.
Right, I think we'll call that there because we've been here an hour and a half. So that's the end of the news segment, guys. So we're going to jump into the final 20 questions before the summer break. So big thank you to everyone in chat who's been listening. Again, a big shout out to all our channel members, Muppet, Thimber, UK Dazra, Slayer Exclusive Gaming, Darren, Matt Kelly, Shadowmall, Back from the Dead 1, Paul AFC, BMG, Stubbs Gaming, Wandering Dutch, Sergeant Sentinel Gaming, Meisuko, and Donny. If you want to become a channel member, just hit that join button, 99p. Remember, guys, the more we get, the more chance we're going to get BMG dressed as Sonic. That's the goal now. That's the future. Maybe we'll even get some emotes of Sonic, but with BMG's face on or something like that. We'll make it happen.
If I tell you what, right? If we could get, and obviously it can be like a whole community thing, £150 to donate to a charity. We'll figure out what charity. I would do it.
There you go. We've got to make this work, Scott, now. We'll figure it out one way or another. But we should definitely do some charity. I want to do some charity stuff, so we'll talk about it at some point.
Gamers Anonymous, that's the charity we need to give to.
BMG Pizza Foundation.
There you go.
Save the Ash. Ash is in need. That's what it is. Video games cost a lot of money, so we need your support, guys.
It's called Ash's AAA Fund for all those AAA titles he needs to buy.
Yeah, apparently Everywhere isn't House's game. It's a different studio. We'll look
I
after
thought it was
it.
Everywhere was his game. Sorry, if
It
I'm
might
wrong,
not
I'm
be.
wrong. I thought that
Everywhere's
was his
that one
game.
that everyone thought was an NFT game. It may not be, but everyone thought it was after the trailer. So
Sorry, I thought that was House's game. I thought that was what his new studio announced they were doing. But I apologise if I'm wrong. I'm wrong. To be fair, I am 5 beers in, so.
But anyway, thank you everyone for watching. We're now going to jump into 20 questions. If you don't know what that is, it's a fun little game we use to end our shows that me, BMG, and Sentinel are on. It's basically what it's named. You've got to guess the game with 20 questions. Now, there can only be yes or no answers. The 20th question must be the name of the game, and you can't guess the game wrong at any time prior to that because if you get it wrong, you've lost. So it's all about getting the right questions to work it out. So I believe Sentinel has the game for us today.
Yes.
Go on then. All right, are you good to go? Does anyone have any questions? And chat, right? You can join in. You can be useful. You cannot be shit. You just got to ask the questions and give us question suggestions, and we'll put them forward. Don't just shout out random games. Or put your hand up, fingers on lips, unless you're asking a question. Do you know what I mean? Let's do it. We can do this. We've only ever gotten it. They've never gotten it once. So I have hope that we will hopefully get this. But you never know because Sentinel's picked it and he thinks GTA 4 is a really good game. So
yeah,
wow.
I think the last 2 times he's done it, they've all been GTA games or Rockstar.
No, definitely not.
Right. Okay. Did this game come out in the 70s, 80s, or 90s?
what are you doing?
It's a good question. It's a good question.
That's a hell of a question. Is that your question though? Seriously?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Fucking hell.
Well, which one do you want? The 70s, 80s, or 90s?
I'm asking for all 3.
So, did it come out in the 90s or before, perhaps?
What? Are you changing my question?
No, it did not.
Go on, Ash. Right. Okay, so we narrowed down to 23 years.
When did it come out? What was the answer? Right in the private chat. And also, I totally forgot to say, if you've never listened, we're not allowed to use Google or anything like that. We have to use our gaming knowledge.
So the answer was no. So we know it's a 2000 and onward game. So that's not. So we know it's not like a old retro game.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Right. Was it an exclusive game? Sorry, I got totally thrown off there.
No.
So it's not an exclusive.
No. So did this come out on the PS4, Xbox One generation?
No.
Was it part of an existing franchise? Will you write these down? BMG, it's your one job. Write the bloody answers down.
Well, you told me off for writing them down last time. Right, hang on. Not 70s, 80s, 90s.
Well, don't not 70s, 80s, 90s. Just put from 2000s onwards. They could have saved us all that time.
No.
I moaned last time because you and Fabio were both writing the answers one after the other over and over again. You were like, not this, and then he would write not this, and then he would write not that, and then you would write not that.
Well.
Oh man, you gotta love this. You're all gonna miss us, aren't you, for the next month? So
right. So, well, so it's not exclusive. Didn't come out on the Xbox, PS4, Xbox One gen.
What did you say about franchise? Is it part of a franchise?
Yes.
Yes, it's part of a franchise. I'm trying to think, when did the 360 come out?
Like 2007, 2008, something like that.
Right.
Is this franchise still active today?
Yes.
Right. So it's still active. Oh.
It's part so it's part of a franchise. It's part of a franchise that's still active today.
That's what I asked.
Yeah.
Is the franchise still active today?
Yes, the franchise that it belongs to is.
Oh,
This subgroup that it belongs to is not active today. There you go. I give you a hint.
was it from the 360 PS3
Yes.
generation? There you go. We always go for the PS3 360 half the time. That should be the first question every week.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I did use Rift Apart on one of our PSN Party podcasts. That's a PS5 game, so.
Should we ask if the character wears a hat?
No, we shouldn't ask him. Was it a third-person fighting driving game with transforming sections?
Oh, I like that question.
So here's the question, though. Enter the Matrix, is a third-person action shooter game, but it has a fighting game mode in it that you can unlock. So what would you describe that as? I would assume we'd just go for the main, or we're going to get really... Not that it's going to be Enter the Matrix, but it's an active franchise. It was in the 360 PS3 gen.
Is it an FPS game?
No.
Right.
Is it a driving game?
No.
Well, apart from Finbear, chat is letting us down. So, just to clarify, it was released in the 2000s. It's not exclusive. It's part of a franchise that's still active. It was released on the 360 PS3 generation. It's not a first-person shooter, and it's not a driving game.
Is it a third-person game?
Yes.
Right.
Third-person franchise. Was it?
Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say it's not. I can't believe it.
I was thinking, ask if it was like an action adventure or maybe RPG, something like that.
Was it made by an American developer?
Let me see. Yes.
Oh no. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Got them. American developer. I don't fucking narrow it down.
Well, it could be that's you. Be like some, because we developer, because I was thinking something maybe like.
Don't worry about it.
Is it a license based on a licensed IP?
Yes.
Licensed IP.
I'm thinking some EA Star Wars related.
Third person.
It's American dev. Is a license.
It wouldn't be a first party if it's IP, I don't think.
No. But yeah, your Star Wars is multi-plat.
Activision. You've got all the Transformers, you've got Spider-Mans, they're all licensed IPs. Was it published by Activision?
No.
There you go, never mind. I'm not on it tonight, guys. That's why we're doing shit on 2.
I'll give you a hint. The publisher that actually published this game is no longer active, but the franchise that this belongs to got picked up by someone else.
Oh, fucking hell.
Jesus Christ. So what? The publisher's no longer active?
Yeah, the publisher is no longer active.
Jesus Christ. What? Oh, bloody hell.
Fucking published it. Oh. Right. Oh, I think I might know what this might be. Right. And he said it was third person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they have lightsabers?
Yes.
Oh, so it's the Star Wars.
Was it published by LucasArts?
Yes.
Was it number 2?
No.
No. Oh.
So you went. You had about 20 questions then. So it's Star Wars franchise, LucasArts.
I thought it might have been Star Wars Battlefront 2.
That one didn't come out on the Xbox 360 or PS3 though.
Hang on.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Is it an RPG?
Yes, I know what it.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I'm thinking.
It's gonna be that, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think it's classified as an RPG.
Well, if it's Old Republic, you would class it as an RPG.
That's not 360.
Yeah,
it'd be Starkiller.
It's
It'll be
Xbox One, yeah.
it'll be what you call it, Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
That's not, and
what's his name? Is it Sam Withington? Sam Withington played the likeness and voice of Starkiller. Or Sam Worthington. Is it Sam Worthington?
Sam somewhat or other.
Oh, what's it? Gosh,
It's going to be something proper like. No, it's actually Lego Star Wars 2, you fuckers.
oh yeah. Well.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I can't remember what the guy's called though.
It's Sam.
You could narrow it down by asking about.
No, I know it. Is it just the voice and likeness of the main character? Is he played by Sam Witter?
Yes.
So it's obvious, and it's not the because you already asked if it was the second, didn't you?
It's got to be the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's the PSP version.
No, there's not. There's only the 2 games.
There's a PSP spin-off. I swear there is.
No, there's not. There was only the 2 games because I played them. In fact, I own them today because they've got one of them's got FPS boost, the other one's got auto HDR. So we know it's not the second one, don't we? So we might as well just ask it. Is it? Yeah. Should we ask it? Is it Star Wars Force Unleashed?
No, I'm just lying.
Oh,
yeah, it is. It is.
For some reason, Battlefront, and then that wasn't on 360.
Yeah, the Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. That's what it was. It did receive a port to PlayStation Portable, but it wasn't a different game. It was actually Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. No, I'm thinking
of that one where you play as that Twi'lek woman, the Jedi that came out around it feels like it came out around the same time.
Right.
That was on PSP.
Yeah.
So, it's been a while since I played though.
It's funny because I've actually just read the recently before I've just started listening to the audiobooks of the Game of Thrones series, but before that I'd just done both books of Star Wars Unleashed and Unleashed 2.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So you guessed it. Congratulations! Yay!
Yeah.
We win. Give us my prize.
If we asked, does the main character wear a hat, and he said no, we would have got it beforehand.
Right. I don't think he wears a hat.
Oh, yeah. Straight away, I would have known it was that game if he did not wear a hat.
Right.
But yeah, so another successful one. Big thank you to everyone in chat. Like I say, this is the last episode before our summer break. We're going to still be here on the channel. We're still going to be doing live stuff on Tuesdays, Fridays, and through the week. We'll have the other videos and stuff. I'm not 100% sure on days, times, and everything, but we'll announce that soon enough. So keep your eyes peeled on the Discord, on the Twitter, and the socials and stuff. But we will be doing stuff. We're not going anywhere. We're still going to do like RPG streams. I mean, I think Anime Raza is going to be doing a D&D session if we can get a few players for it next week. So the 8 o'clock next week on Thursday. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, lots of big changes coming after the break. So we'll be talking about them soon. Brand new shows coming. It's going to be on a weekend, slightly longer, talking about everything basically. It's going to be fun. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. But we'll do either do a video or a post about it, explaining all the changes and stuff going forward. And yeah, with the maybe XBL Party Podcast may be back, but it's only if Redders decides he wants to run it, but he's not sure yet. So right now, we're just focusing on the new XPN podcast that'll be coming after the summer holidays, guys. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you for some reason you haven't already. And yeah, keep an eye out on the channel for all the tasty things. Anything you guys want to shout out before we go? Or
Hail Satan.
Oh,
It's the last Hail Satan, so you've got to do it with some vigor because
Yeah.
we're going to have to come up with something new with a new show.
Hang on, then. Hang on. Me. Hail Satan.
You know, you should really surprise everyone by saying something like "Hail Sonic" instead.
No, you'll never hear them words come from my mouth.
I don't know. We might.
We might, for charity.
Yep.
Stop doing this whole charity thing because that's just trying to put me on a guilt trip and make people hate me even more than they already do.
Right.
Stealing stuff out of charity boxes and
Hey, just you
hating
admitted
charities.
Yeah. Yep.
it. Yeah. He defrauds charities as well. We didn't say that, but he does.
Yeah.
Join my GoFundMe now.
Yeah, he sets up Kickstarters for games and then never produces them and just takes the money.
Oh,
He's one of those guys.
Jesus.
He flips AliExpress pads as his own console. He's one of those kind of guys. BMG. That's the sort of horrible man he is. But yeah, other than that, guys, see you next month, unless you watch all our other content, which you really should, because there's some great content on the channel.
Yep.
So yeah, bye for now. Bye.
Later, guys.
Valamagulis.